Peace fam, how are you? I'm sitting there. I thought I had this thing already rolling, and it wasn't rolling. Um, like I'm still a little tad bit under the weather, and the reason I think I'm like this is because I normally get a cold. Um, Once the seasons change, I get a cold. That's how I know the season has changed. So it's really not a surprise that I'm sick right now the way I am. It's not like life or death, and I'm hoping it don't ever get that way. I'm doing my best and my part to stay hydrated. I got my orange juice, and fighting this thing the natural way, right? It could have been worse. And then this is what I wanted to go. Hold on for 1 second. Orange juice. We can right go into the fall season, right? I'm telling you right now. See, people think that this COVID is a goddamn joke. If it is real, I think this is a real part of the pandemic, right? That is real, okay? And if it is real, and if you understand how flus work, right, and seasons that flus and COVID comes in, right? We right here. We right here. We getting ready to go back in a minute. We're gonna go back to how New York was and California, mark my word, because this shit right. Imagine it's a lot of people out here is getting ready to be sick, right? Or they gonna keep, they're not gonna wear a jacket and they're not gonna turn their air off, or they're not gonna turn their fans off, and they probably and it's getting ready to get bad. People got to remember to and cope with. In 1918, 1917, 1918, that was a real pandemic, right? So, the second wave came, people were dropping dead in the street in hours, in a matter of hours, right? And people, when they dropped dead, white people, when they dropped right before they dropped dead, they would turn black as coal. You couldn't tell black people from white people in the streets, okay? So that's what we're dealing with here. And you got all this chaos and confusion all over this country, along with the goddamn pandemic, right? You see our brother just returned. It's getting right. The body count is in a minute. The body count is going to be like off the chain, unless they really really get a miracle vaccine. I don't want it though, y'all. They can get it and give it to these motherfuckers that want to walk around here with no mask on and do all kind of dumb shit, right? They can give it to them. I don't want it. I don't want it. No, unless it comes from Cuba or Mama Africa, and then it's a credible source. But I ain't taking that. Y'all crazy. I don't know. Y'all better not take that shit. Telling my people anyway, don't take that. Right? Well, they good for giving us all that kind of stuff to kill us. We're already in a race war, and you be foolish enough to go and take that thing. You're crazy. That vaccine. Anyway, I don't want to be long tonight because like I said, I want to finish getting myself together here. But what I wanted to build about a little bit is I was watching this dude earlier today about something. He was civil rights. He's somewhere in Congress, right? I think in Memphis. So I was looking at the things he was saying and the way he was talking, right? He was talking like when his dad died, when he was young, he had to sit on the back of the bus, and he had to go to the whites and the coloreds only and all that shit, right? And then he started talk really trying to like damn us, Us, like we ones out here causing all that shit to go down the way it is. Oh, we need order. Nothing's going to get a change. Nothing's going to change with this violence. Well, I'm just saying, when motherfuckers went out there and rioted, and shit, it made a hell of a lot more change than a motherfucker just out there marching. Yeah, I already said no dancing, no singing. We gotta put no marching in there too. These people right here, I'm telling you, by the time they figure it out, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late, right? So these civil rights girls need to go sit down somewhere because then the youth ain't going inside. Now I was looking here. Um, I was looking at today Portland. Few out Portland earlier, right? One Donald Trump protesters murdered for jumping out there. They rallying, right? They coming with parades of cars uh, bothering the protesters. Protesters ain't bothering you. Why are you bothering them? Those are peaceful protesters. Those are not people. See, this is the thing. They went down there where the peaceful protesters was at. They should have took their ass wherever they felt the rioters was at. Now that would have been some real good stuff going on there, right? Ain't no time to put on no show. Motherfuckers is out here getting bodied for real, right? But once I told y'all that this um with this pandemic on both sides, on both sides, the left and the right, cause Donald Trump ain't no better than goddamn the left wing nuts out there with all that bullshit, right? They both on some bullshit. They both got their motherfucking race soldiers on the ground, and that's where I want to go next with this, right? Um, Trump think he's slick, right? He think he got all the brains in the world, and I'm a peep game. Now, when Juneteenth, right? When all chaos was going on in Juneteenth, a lot of people didn't do the knowledge, right? But I did the knowledge. Donald Trump was sending troops home by the droves from Germany. And the Germans got mad, right? Germans got mad, asked why you pulling them troops out of here, right? So what we want Donald Trump to tell us next, right, is where are all of these soldiers you bought from Germany back to the United States? Are they on the ground in Chicago and Oregon and Wisconsin, Minnesota, you name it? Are any of those military soldiers on the ground? That's the question we got to ask Donald Trump, because I think Donald Trump has went to Germany and he probably done made a deal with Putin and all of those, a lot of those people out there enticing that shit, and even on the police force are those and fake military are those goddamn German attack dogs Donald Trump has. Because he know they the purebred Nazis, right? He don't really trust real Americans to do the job that he wants to try to get done on the ground. So don't get that shit twisted. We are watching. Because just like there's a lot of black citizens that's out here minding our business and doing what we're doing, trying to survive and stay alive, it's white people out here doing the same thing. And my thing is, America has been taken over by all kinds of foreign agents. And they have become a threat to the democracy, right? In the Republic of the United States of America. They ain't in that. They ain't in this government doing what's supposed to be done. Actually, what the people want done, right? Um, we gotta watch that. Now, Trump, we want to know what you did with those race soldiers. If you brought them soldiers home and put them on the ground, right, and you got black people and white people and all kind of people getting shot and murdered because you want to do this race war your way, you're gonna have a problem, right? Because You will not use our own military or our own citizens, right, to murder other citizens. We're not having that. But I'm almost certain, just like I'm almost certain about Black Lives Matter being a lot of immigrants, I'm almost certain that a lot of those uh, people you have on the ground are those ones that came over here from Germany. Right? Right? I'm almost certain of it. See, and another thing, people think they're going to be able to just calm this war down. These civil rights Negroes need to go sit down somewhere before they get hurt, right? Y'all better sit y'all old ass down somewhere, because the youth ain't going to play with you. You go sit and start marching, you go be a John Lewis, because the motherfucking, the youth ain't going to play with y'all ass on the ground, okay? This is war. Now, if you find another way to solve the problem, right? In a peaceful manner. See, this is the thing. This is what's going on here, right? So America has never really healed from the Civil War, right? So you have angry Black Americans just as well as you have angry white Americans who really never got a chance to just sit down and hash this shit out before we were invaded with more, right? Devils to be honest. They went and bought their cousins. See, this is the thing. When the Civil War, after the Civil War, our numbers was like amazing to their ass. So we were the more than likely the 4-1, right? As they claim we are now. So what they did, they went to Europe and start flooding this country with white people intentionally, right? So that we would never rise in this country again, right? That's what that was all about. But it's backfiring on you because now you got COVID on the ground to settle the score, right? You really got COVID on the ground. It's going to take care of all of that. I just look at how this all came to be, how this all came to be, right? And where we at now in it. But that's the thing. America's black and white, with 400-year lineage, never had a chance to really sit down and hash shit out and tell each other how we feel and how we should have healed moving forward. If we would have did that, but see, you already had Congress in there doing dumb shit with this immigration, bringing all these immigrants in from the beginning of the fucking civil war. You know what? They gave us civil rights, right? They gave us civil rights, and then they went and just assassinated MLK, and then ever since then, they went back to the drawing board. They never changed. And for any nigger that's in Congress to sit here and keep fucking telling us about goddamn him getting knocked upside his motherfucking head by KKK and all that shit, right? And as if we supposed to just sit back and take it like them and the Lewises, they got another thought coming. It's not going to happen. But so that's not civilized. That's not really civilized to tell those who were peaceful way from the beginning, right? When now their peace have been broken by images of us being murdered in the streets like dogs. And then you want to tell us, and we are behaving. Because like I said, a lot of us ain't on that motherfucking ground. We ain't on that ground, and they know we ain't on that ground. We wasn't at that. I mean, you had some coon ass niggas out there saying both niggas at them marches and shit. But real black Americans is really not with none of this bullshit going on here. We really not. And real white Americans either. We see the con game going on between both parties, and we ain't having this shit. We want to wait until the carnival and circus is over, right? So we can sit down and really get to business and get rid of all of these motherfuckers up out of our midst. See, at the French Revolution, right? During the French Revolution, the problem with the French Revolution is before the Christians came in there, right? Before the Christians came in there, they were Vikings, right? They were still dealing with their pagans. because the pagans had already came through a long way time before that and converted them into paganism, and they loved it, right? And then here come Christianity, these race, Jesus saved, KKK, Queen of England, bred race bullies, right? Came in there and instilled, slaughtered them, hanging white people on cross, hanging white people on the cross too, right? But they came in there with this saying, because, like, if you look back in the day, white people when they won something, they would put a white flag down, right, to let you know they mark their territory. They do that shit like dogs. Okay, you think I'm lying? Let's check this out. Brazil, right, as the largest black population outside of Alkebulan, right, within the diaspora. She as the most black people, right? And then when you go inside of Africa, Nigeria, right, has one of the is the largest population of black people in Africa, right? So guess what's in guess what's in Brazil, and guess what's in Nigeria now, right? They have the biggest statues of white Jesus than anywhere else in the world. You ever wonder why is that? Right? It's that way because that's how they've been doing it from the beginning. It's like I once again, this world with these signs and these symbols, right, will be no more. Will be no more. They will tear your statue down in Brazil. They will, and they're going to tear it down in Nigeria too, right? And like just like we tearing them down, and even if we don't tear them down, our hurricanes is doing it for us, right? Ain't that right, Louisiana? Ain't that right? Our hurricanes is doing it, right? So we're gonna tear them all down if we don't, if we can't physically do it. Since you guys think you're the boss of everything, and everything you're doing nowadays is just blowing up in your goddamn face. So we will be getting rid of that, and we will be restoring ourselves and making ourselves whole all over the world. Now, see, this is what white supremacy doesn't get, right? Especially here in America. You outnumber the black Americans in this country, right? 4-1, as you claim, which we already know. We don't need to fill out the fucking census. But anyway, let's say you do, right? Um, this is 2020. The world is watching. This has went global, right? This has went global. In a minute, because of the behavior of your race demons in America, right? You're going to be having white people murdered all over this world. You are heavy in population in the United States, but black dominates this world globally, right? So what do you think's going to happen if you really, really think you're going to go ahead and do what you think you're going to do to us? What do you think gonna happen? You ain't gonna be able to have nobody to even maintain your goddamn military. Everybody gonna be in the motherfucking streets, right? I'm just saying black people and white people got this arrogance against them because we're only 13% of this population, right? But that's just like, my mother got a lot of children, right? My mother has a lot of children. Or I have a lot of children. And I send my children out in the world, right? And my children are all over this world. And it's one of my children, right? Uh, every time I turn around, it's being bullied, right? What do you think me being the parent, right, of that child is going to do to you, right? Not only am I going to fuck you up, all of their siblings going to fuck you up too, right? So that's the same way This is going to go down in America. See, Africa, right? We ain't listening to no Akons in Africa. We already know the warriors on the ground in real Africa. We ain't talking about this commercialized shit. We ain't worrying about them Negroes because they going into the hellfires right along with their lovers, right? They gonna go in the hellfires with them too. So don't let that fool you, right? Don't keep thinking that these commercialized Negroes over here running their mouth, talking that shit speak for Africa. They don't. They don't speak for Alkebulan. They definitely don't speak for street soldiers. Street soldiers can't sell them. Sell out ass niggas over there. No, no different than we can't stand these motherfuckers right here. So my point being made is, when it all is said and done, right? And America keeps on bullying us the way they do, right? You're gonna cause a global, right? You already got a pandemic going on, but this part of the plan you ain't gonna really be prepared for, because you keep fucking with us in this country, right? This you're gonna have Caucasians, no matter where they at on this planet, getting fucked up. It's telling you what it is, right? Because y'all ain't doing the knowledge. Y'all just looking at the little picture. You see that big picture of what's to come. We know these scriptures. We are these scriptures, right? Every scripture, every holy book, every form of mathematics, every form of science, every form of technology. We already know what time it is. We are awoke. We as woke as we will ever be in this moment, right? And we just waiting on that little. It's almost. We like there. We like there, right? Your president, right? He don't understand the depth the depth of shit he's in, right? It's so bad that I was listening to Black Authority. Black Authority was saying that the brother that he interviewed on Race War, if you haven't watched that, you need to go ahead and watch get that Race War and 7 a.m. Gentrification. Those are great. You've got to watch those if you haven't. So you gotta go. I think go to Amazon. And when I looked at it on I streamed it, and it's only one thing. I think he got a relationship with one business. I think it began with a V or something like that. But you can stream it, like on TV, if you don't get the DVDs and all that stuff. But you gotta watch that. But one of the race soldiers, as a matter of fact, one of the leaders of the alt right, right, said it's over. It's America, you're so arrogant. You don't see what's going on. Your corporations is scared. Your alt-right businessmen are scared. You done fucked your whole line of business up all around this country, all around this world. People don't want to fuck with you, right? See, we black, we popping. Black people all over goddamn place. They don't even care if they catch COVID right now. They out there living their best motherfucking life. Black Lives Matter, which they do, right? When it's used in the proper context and for the right reasons, as it should be. Black lives damn sure matter. We going anywhere we want to fucking go on this planet and feeling free. You know what I mean? You race soldiers. You can't just go all around this world and all around this country nowadays, like it used to be. Like it used to be. You used to be able to come around here. Y'all had privilege. Y'all could just go around here and do what you want to do. Now you're getting held accountable for all of your actions. And it's like every time you put your hand on a black person, your stocks go down. Right? The stock markets right now, I think it's just an illusion. Right? If you don't have your ducks in a row and we really get this COVID back the way it's getting ready to be, in another week or two, right? And be fucked up. But I'm telling y'all, I just wanted to get. I'm not even gonna hold y'all long. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I didn't mean to. I told y'all no matter what, right? No matter what, as long as I got breath in my body, if I can do it, I'm gonna do it, right? So I really wanted to get this out, right? Because I want us to do now is pay attention, right? Because like I said, we already know what's going on the left. We also know what was going on the right anyway. But I'm just gonna keep on giving you the pieces to the puzzles as I see it unfold. Also, right? Here y'all go. Indians. Indians. Here you go. You praising these white motherfuckers, right? You wanna play both sides of the fence, right? You $5 Indians, you wanna play both sides of the fence, right? That's gonna catch up to you too. Yeah, I found it kind of strange that Mitch McConnell would get the little young boy to disrespect y'all elder over there by the state, the monument in D.C. When they was arguing with the Israelites being disrespectful, talking about how they gonna take a penis up there behind and all of this stuff, right? And then they had the nerve to, Mitch McConnell made him his speaker for the Republican National Convention. I haven't watched it yet, and I have no desires. But when I heard it, I was like, there you go. Everybody getting a fucking wake up call in this country. Y'all been playing y'all little parts of white supremacy all this long time. Every knee is getting ready to bow. Every tongue is going to confess. You will be held accountable, right? From near and far. You will not get away from the wrath of God, right? My grandmother used to say, it when it's all said and done, right? In the end times, you gonna run to the rock, right? And the rock gonna cry out, no hiding place. Once again, we're in judgment, right? They think they're gonna be able to calm this down. Like this the problem. Problem is control. You can't control humans. You made up laws. You made up fucking laws to make people slaves, right? You made up laws so you can discriminate after uh slavery, right? You made up laws to separate us from you in this country. Then you made up another fake law to say everybody is equally socially, because anything else dealing with and even socially, we're not, you know, we've never really had a social type of relationship unless it was maids and people like that, to cater to your ass. But we've really never had no relationship like that with white people. And you had some that want to, all that shit right there was about socialism, right? And international sex, right? In exchange, and then moving wealth around, right? Um, while it's just a mass confusion. And also, I'm like, Joe Biden is over here like he already won the presidency. They done shut down 95 bridge. I went to get to hit the highway, and the whole fucking bridge is shut down. Well, the exits coming in and out. They was talking about they got billions. They getting ready to do this project for the riverfront. And here's another thing I noticed with Joe Biden, because when his son died, we had in our cities, we had these one-way streets, and cars would be flying up there 80, 90 miles per hour, kids getting hit by cars and all that shit. Ben told them put stop signs and shit up. They wouldn't do it. As soon as his son died, they put him up in like one day, right? So now that all eyes is on Delaware, he out there like he really building something up for Delaware. We ain't playing with you. Remember, my mother was a black, and when y'all did that shit, Martin Luther King, era, they started right there and burnt all that shit down. Now here's the thing: when 95, if our 95 is in chaos, you can't cross the threshold. Can't cross the threshold because if our 95 get fucked up, right, especially by that New Jersey turnpike coming in here, right, from the north to the south, that's gonna fuck business up between the north and the fucking south. Are we clear about that, right? And they fucking around right now. They got money to do infrastructure. Meanwhile, people still around here waiting on um, at least our back money from being unemployed and watching the United States exchange wealth, take our taxpaying money that we done put in these pots for federal and state, right? We done put this money in the pots all of our lives. It's haven't even been a year yet, and look how y'all disrespected y'all citizens while y'all just sit here on the left and the right and just move money around like it ain't no tomorrow. But it's gonna catch up with you because what's going to take place here ain't no money gonna be able to get you out of it anyway, right? Yeah, this last, you got your warning with Obama when he tried to play us first time with, the last time with Obama and them when them houses crashed. But this time, you ain't gonna be able to get out of this because this ain't something you plot and plan. Even if you did, I think you did, right? But this thing got out of hand, right? This thing got out of hand. Biblically, it got out of hand, right? Nothing you could do about it. Yeah, I wanted to touch bases on that. Let's keep an eye on Donald Trump. Let's make sure that he didn't send agents and Germans and got agents, Germans and Russians on the ground murdering our goddamn United States citizens, right? Disguising their ass as MAGAs. Not saying that MAGA ain't on the ground, but it's real suspicious how he sent all them goddamn troops back from Germany, right? And ain't nobody heard from them since because they on the ground. They on the ground. Now you don't get to be the president of the United States, right? And hate a group of people, right? And then think you're going to take the power of presidency, right? And work uh, to take our military and police stations and shit like that to murder us with. It's not going to happen. So we saying right now, fuck you. And your agents you got on the ground, we already know it. We are in a race war. We know. It is what it is. And like I said, brothers and sisters, you ain't got no business down on the ground. If you ain't out there fighting fucking war and revolution, keep your ass off that motherfucking ground. You out there with that kumbaya shit, you already see Dylan Roof's on the goddamn ground. All the Dylan Roofs out there, Karens out there, the Klan cops, dads and grandfathers and all of them. Donald Trump is sending them goddamn German and Russian troops. You better be careful. You better watch your step, right? Most definitely. With that being said, keep your vibrations high, you guys. I'm going to go and get me some tea. Like I said, I am not. Still at 98, so I'm stuck at that 98%. But it is what it is, right? Things will get better. With that being said, keep vibrations high. If something comes up within the week, I'll let you know. But you guys know I'm getting ready to start um, working on NAS, right? So that's why I'm really trying to get myself back at 100% so I can start my project, right? Because it's going to be a time coming, right? That a lot of people ain't going to be able to carry that uh, six tillion tons, right, of weight from what their eyes is going to bear witness to. But it is what it is. So I already, I've been adjusting my eyes, my nose, my mouth, you know. I've been getting those things in tune, right, with nature itself, because I know what's coming. because these motherfuckers don't want to sit down in the United States. They don't want to sit down, and they really don't understand what a. It's a shame because there's a lot of ignorant motherfuckers here, and the sad part is that the majority of them went to college or got big money, got big corporations and shit, and dumb as a motherfucking rock. Ignorant as all outdoors. I'm telling you, it's crazy. That being said, keep your vibrations high, you guys. I'm out. Peace.